the Camaro. What is this thing called again? The Camaro SS Bend Edition, which is an interesting name. I wonder what that's based off, for one. It's got some insane looking rims. It's got some cool customization on the front with the hidden headlights. Oh, that looks mean. But one thing hidden about this car that you can't see just from the Motorpass screen is that it's got a guitar in the back. Yes, I'm waiting to get this thing on my main account where I can put on the guitar riff horn on it. The one that actually goes... It just starts beaming on the electric guitar, because that's what this thing has. It's what it's got. And it... Okay, ow. I can't tell the color. Is it like a mango-y color? Is it iridescent, or is it just like an orange? But it's got an orange and black vibe to it. And honestly, I think this thing is so cool looking. It's obviously a muscle car in street, so it's not going to be amazingly usable, but I think it's just one of those cars like all of the cars this update, the Splatter, the Demon, the Camaro, the Mustang from last episode. Also, I just realized we had a Mustang, Demon, and Camaro this episode. They really got the full trifecta there. But yeah, like all of the things this update have just been good, usable cars. We didn't have this off-road, on-road split line down the middle. We didn't have episode 1 being street cars that people actually care about, and then episode 2 being cars no one really wants because they're all off-road or whatever. Instead, all the cars in this update downright seem like they went, hey, we want the cars to be usable. I'm just noticing the back windshield, is that what it's called, is connected to the spoiler. It's quite the aerodynamic decision. Makes it look kind of cool, in fact. But you know what, we're going to customize this thing today. We're going to take it into a race, see how it plays out, see all of its nooks and crannies of how this car fares. So let's go into customization. And as I do that, I want to remind you boys, head down there, subscribe with notifications on. I'm daily uploading all of the stuff on this update as it comes out. Of course, I would appreciate you leave a like, subscribe, and for the most part, just check out some of my other content is what I always ask. You know, it'll be in your recommended. Just check out some of my other stuff when you're done with this one. So here we are. Obviously no visual parts in color because it's a Motorpass car. And do we have any musical-based liveries? Oh, the livery is an official livery. And it's the only... Oh, pardon me. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I thought that it was perhaps like one of the liveries that we've had recently where they're glued onto the car is what I assumed. Now, what I'm looking for here is essentially just anything with maybe music notes, you know, something with perhaps I have no idea. I've completely forgotten all my music terminology from doing it at GCSE. I must say, some of the vintage liveries are some of the coolest liveries in this game. Like, by far, the vintage liveries are in exclusive some of the coolest by far. Now, again, I'm on the test build of the game right now, so no one else has this car yet, so there's no liveries made for this car. That's why I obviously, you know, don't have any liveries that I can put on this car, and I don't think there's any that I will, really. Now, do we have many vanities for this? Oh, yes, we do, right? Because the never-ending tour presumably is for this thing, because it's got the guitar in the back. I don't know how I feel about those tires, though. They're cool. They're speakers. Like, that's something fun. It's so Rocket League, but it's so fun, right? Like, it is so Rocket League, yet so goofy and wacky to the point that it circles back around, and maybe it's just cool. I'll go coil effect if we're gonna go with those tires. And now we do have Never-Ending Tour Nitro, which is definitely a go-to. I don't know if we have Oh, we do, right? It's cool, but I'm not a fan of underglows that are like that. You know, big, those kind of underglows, essentially. We have some fun stuff here. We've got Engineer and whatnot, but I'm just going to black out the window. No, I don't want to black out the windows because we've got a guitar in the back. There it is. And Topper, Now, the Hustler. I don't know what the Hustler's for. Because we just have it, right? Like, I have no idea what it's actually for. Do we put it on this? There's nothing else we could put it on this update I can't think of, right? The Senna, all the Motorpass cars. I'm not going to put it on the lucky one. I guess we put it on this one. Our musician man is now also a hustler. What have I done? What have I done? This thing is a mess. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go with it. Let's go with it. It's almost as bad as the logs tires. You boys remember the logs tires? The ones that were just logs? Almost as bad as those. We've got parts on it already. So let's take the SS Bend Edition into a race. Let's see how it fares. Let's see how it holds up against a completely normal street race. Now, although we got this money topper, I don't believe there's any kind of money smoke, right? Like, there's no smoke at the moment. All of the vanities together look very cool. There's no smoke. This thing burns out so much. There's no smoke at the moment that has a money trail, right? We've had that newspaper trail one, and we had... But we don't have, like, a money nitro, or a money smoke. As far as I'm aware, I might be completely wrong, and let me know if I am. But it would be nice if this topper came with that, you know? It would be nice if the bag leaked money. I think that would have been like an extra touch that would have really made this Motorpass topper a lot of fun to use, which I'm gonna use anyway. It is a very sick topper, really. Like, imagine putting it on something like the old Rocket Co truck that we got, making it a heist truck, something along those lines. I love it. I love it. Okay, this thing goes slightly wide. I hope it does it again so I can at least... Oh, yep. That would be this thing going wide. I didn't change the horn. I don't know if we did get any kind of guitar horn already. I don't think we did. But I didn't put it on anyway. I mean, is Never Ending Tour gonna be a... The guitar in the back looks very cool. There's like a lighting for it. Oh, yeah. So it's become nighttime and there's lighting for it. That's such a nice little detail. What? All of these cars are... Like, they literally just went... This car, okay, here's its gimmick. Now actually make that gimmick fun. I'm loving the cars this update. God damn, I'm loving the cars this update. The demon, exhaust in the lights, the splatter. Obviously, I mean, the splatter is just the splatter, but it's got that, like, splatter, the paint splatter theme. Okay, the Mustang is the Mustang. What's the other thing? The gold nugget. Is it gold nuggets? This thing has the guitar in the back. The Raw Edition is a roofless and backless touring car. The BMW has a custom engine sound and is futuristic. The Proto Lucky one doesn't exist. It's so cool in its own right. All of this stuff is just... What? Why is all this stuff so cool? Who decided to make cars in the crew this cool? Show me them now. I will shake their hand vigorously. I'm gonna see if there's a horn that would work. We just need some kind of music horn, right? I mean, 100% once I get this on my main account, I'm putting the guitar one on it, which I think will just be so perfect. Here we go. And now let's take this thing into another race. Oh, we have two. So we have Mad Guitar. Wait. And we have Never Ending Tour. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, never mind. We got the perfect stuff. Now, the next race. Here we are. We're in LA. We're going to be beaming on our Never Ending Tour here with the horn and everything. Oh. No, it's one of the horns that you have to hold and you can't just press. What? Come on. I always hate that. Like, the horns that are clearly like a song, right? They keep going, like Trap Spangled Banner and those. But they won't have the tap to turn on. They won't have toggle on. They'll have, hold. Which now I have to wait till I'm on a straight and I can actually go... Oh. That's a lot shorter than I thought it would be. How is that purple and the other one's blue? What? Okay, we'll probably end up going with the other one. Or, like I said, I might end up going with the other horn that we have. But this thing is pretty cool overall, and the guitar is such a nice little touch. I wonder who it's going for, right? Like, is it just going for, like, the general rock star stereotype of just, like, owning muscle car, being a rock star, electric guitar. Why is everything ending in R? I wonder what it's going for. If it's going for a specific rock star or if it's going for just a general vibe. I love just like there's the little things, like those little black bits on the front of the car, right? Like they give it like a jawline. The Camaro's got a jawline. This thing's lovely. It's lovely. I love it. It's so sick. And you know what? I'm loving it. And there we go. That is the Camaro SS Bend Edition. I do hope you boys enjoyed a further look into this thing. I'll be sure to continue doing those for all of the Motorpass cars. We've still got the Proto Lucky one next, and then we've got the Raw, which is one of the most puzzling names they could have chosen for a car. So yeah, the SS Bend Edition is complete. I do hope you boys did enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to Icon members Corey Brown and Dustin for the love of life. That's about it from me in a bit.